And we're live. Hello everybody. How are we all? So I just got to... It's a bit like getting myself all sorted out here, so I'm just going to pour myself a drink. Hello Ollie, how are you? 10 concurrent viewers, good way to start off. Won't be a second. Diamond Got, hello to you. Make sure the old pipe is all filled up as well. I trust everybody's made it across from the Discord. Who else has sent me a hello earlier? KG22 Backup, Tom R, Alex Cat. Kerbal Combat. Hello to all of you. I will just be a second. Chronic Titan 23. Why is my mental capacity? Why is my mental capacity outmatched by a sheep? We all have those moments. Me more than most. Do excuse me. Where's my mic? That's a little too far away. Excuse any loud noises you might hear right this second, because I just need to bring you a bit closer and about like that. I sent a plane to your email. Yes, I got that. Titan RT, how the devil are you? Anybody else who is... I think someone else commented earlier, but I've lost it off the top of the thing. Nuclear Gamer YouTube, are you here anywhere? Nope. Well, we've got a plane by Nuclear Gaming anyway. Just I wanted to start off with just something a little bit different to kick things off. I got your planes, Ollie. We will be taking a look at those a little bit later. God, I've got quite a few in here. Excuse my naughty little habit there. Oh, for goodness sake. Don't do that. Yeah, brakes on. That did the trick. So yes, to start off with, we have the Spectre Bomber by Nuclear Gaming. It's just a simple bomber. I thought we'd just almost slowball the start just to get us into the swing of things. Unusually for an aircraft, it has the toroidal aerospike dart engine. Normally more of a spacecraft engine. Let's get her airborne. Santa's sleigh. I did see a Santa's sleigh. We will be taking a look at that and your other craft. I think we should have enough time to get them both in. Let's just start leveling off a bit here. Sorry, a little bit disorganised to start with. We'll get into the rhythm of things in a second. Let's just see if we can blow some stuff up with some Mark 82 bombs. So obviously this is not a craft that's going to be able to perform any high endurance bombing runs. Let's go for the tracking station actually. Let's swing a bit over here. Tracking station, the research station. R&D lab's always good for a bit of a bombing run. A few fragile bits and pieces in there. Trigger is disarmed. Not anymore, it's not. A few there. Oh, that was close. Bombing run suicide. And I didn't destroy anything. Oh, I've got skills. Revert to space plane hangar. Why does YouTube keep unsubbing? If you're having problems with unsubbing, you're not the only one. I've had several people talk about they wondered why I went quiet and found out YouTube keeps unsubscribing them. Let me just take a look at something. Yeah, it's just something that keeps happening. Anyway. I should have known when that first bomb just flew straight past me. It was kind of asking for trouble a little bit. So that is the Spectre bomber, a nice little design. Plenty manoeuvrable enough. Diamond got, yeah, rocket engines are allowed just during the mailbag streams. It's sort of pretty much anything goes. The mailbag streams. This wouldn't be allowed into Fighter Subscriber, although it would be a pretty brave man who sent an otherwise unarmed bomber into Fighter Subscriber. I've subbed next stream. You 100% hit 901. I hope so. I hope so. It's been a bit quiet during the week. Last weekend was really good. What do we have? Legged like you with us? Let's just make sure there's no one in the Discord who hasn't seen. Who else do we have here? So we have Nuclear Gaming. We have Craft by Nuclear Gaming. That's this one. Frederick. I'm just going to lose the window again a second. Who I think also, I think that might be Apex on the Discord. Don't quote me. We've got Ollie. You've sent me some stuff. Titan RT, Tom R, Kerbal Combat, and Leggedlack. Crafts therefrom. Yeah, 901 subs would be nice to hit kind of early as early as possible, because yeah, sort of end of July, early beginning of August is when people are starting to sorry, having vocabulary problems here, is when Social Blade seems to think I'll hit the 1,000 subs, which would be amazing, but we'll have to see. Who shall we go for next? Let's take a look at RBLX Fun. Ho ho ho! Hello to you. I'm just trying to see who's here and whose stuff I can take a look at. Did I see Tom? Tom, you were kicking about earlier. Not sure if you're there at the moment. My first time. Oh, me first, I see. Let's have a look at your Santa's sleigh, because I did take a look at that, and that was an interesting little craft. Arched Heart, hello to you. For those of you, we're just taking a slower. Oh God, if I can speak properly today, that would be a real help. For my Christmas specials, I did my own take on Santa's sleigh. Ollie has done his own take here. He's even put little Communitron antlers on the deer, well, on the reindeer. It's a nice little craft. I do enjoy something that's got a bit of novelty to it. As I was about to say, we'll start this stream a little slowly. We'll build up to the real carnage. And your A10 maybe to make an A10. Oh, good stuff. A10s are always fun. Yeah, this happened last time. You just have to excuse me for a second because this is quite a lot of parts. I won't be loading this up with anything else. This is one of the few craft I did take up for a test run earlier. There we go. And this can't really take off on its own, so I just need to cheat it into the air quickly. Set position. No, altitude. Tell me if the noise levels are okay, because they're not for me. I need to turn that down quite a lot. That is better. Sashi Kesawani, Housemith, how are you, man? I'm good, thank you, my friend. So what we need to do is set position. And then instantly... Oh, I see, that's the... Yeah, they're already in afterburning mode, aren't they? That's the countermeasures. So need to get this going a bit. So yeah, it does fly and everything. It's a little... do you remember how many parts this is, Ollie? I did take a test flight. It does have a really big pitch-up tendency. I think because of this structural panel here, which is a lovely little aesthetic touch, but it does mean the craft really loves to pitch up. It does have some GAU weights on it, so we will, of course, be trying to put those to good effect. Got a pair of them on it. Oh, it's wobbling. I just want to get a decent distance between ourselves and the VAB, because I think we'll do an attack run on that. So early thoughts on this. I think it could possibly do with some more wing surfaces. It won't quite pull around as quickly. You see, I've got quite a high angle of attack, and the still proving a little slow there. Oh. So some improvements that can be made there, and I think yeah, something might need to be done about the if I can line this up properly. Yeah, some little tweaks could be done. I think more wing surfaces. Let's see what we can destroy. I don't think we're going to manage anything this time around, doesn't look like. Oh! Sorry, I forgot the thing doesn't have much of a turning capability. It's like, I'll just pull up here. Just, oh no, it's not working. Jebediah, however, pinballing off the various parts of the R&D centre. Let's turn off. And now cartwheeling. Bail out, Jebediah. Bail out. And just a quick jog back to work at the VAB, or the space plane hangar. Let's go back to the space plane hangar then. YouTube boinked me. Hi. Damn, someone is chic looking. Not bad. Not bad. It's pretty warm here, and particularly in this room because I've just got the PC here, and it kicks off quite a lot of heat. I think it's starting to show that it might be needing a few more upgrades than the token ones I have got it. Tom, if you're in here, I think Josh is still away with things. So if Tom's here, I got something I would like to say to everybody here But wait, it did do a slightly different version of your sleigh, Ollie. So they made a 0.00001 centimeter craft with coding the game. What is that in KSP? Because that would be amazing. This is my first attempt at making some improvements to the sleigh. I've got another wing surface on the back tilted down to counteract the structural panel here, and I put some more wing surfaces in here, trying to get a bit more manoeuvrability, and we'll need Valentina. How many parts is this? 229. Yeah, it's a fair old. But I'm from England. Yes, I'm on the south coast. Bournemouth, as it happened. Where if you're paying attention to the British news, there's just everybody has descended from all around the country. In the middle of a pandemic. Santa, Xmas is off this year, boys. Santa got only Jebediah Claus got killed. We got Valentina Claus, yet in the yet to fly. 0.00001 centimeter craft. That's impressive. I don't know how you'd. Oh, because surely at that size you just like fall into one of the glitchy things between collision meshes, and the whole thing would explode. What you will say about China? Along a similar vein. I don't know if they've. Are you saying like? Because I'm from India. I've never been to. I've never been to Asia. My uncle has spent a lot of time working out in China and primarily Southeast Asia. Right, so Valentina at the controls this time. Let's do much as we did last. Oh, we want to turn that on. 1000, set position, and as we start falling back to Earth, start firing up the engines. But he spent a hell of a lot. True story. When I was 16, my uncle wanted to take me on a holiday to Bangkok. My mum said no. I think that might have been the polite way of putting it. Oh, the things things you only find out about when you're older. So yes, if you look at the pitch thing, that little downward thing has helped stabilise its pitch forward tendency. Sorry, its pitch up, pitch back tendency. You instantly pitch out of the solar. What's the current temp? I'm not sure what the current temperature here is. Not too bad at the moment. But as I said, the main problem I have is like having the computer on in here is like having a small heater in the room. I think as I was saying, at a time it might be, apart from the token upgrades I've been making to my system, it might be time to do something a bit more far-reaching with the old computer here. But no, I don't know if you meant what do I think about China in terms of what I was saying about Bournemouth. I don't know what's been happening over there, or India with regards the whole COVID thing. Generally, though, as I say, not been to either of the places. Can't really comment too much. My uncle spends a lot of his time in China at the moment. Oh, come on, I've got to kill something. No. Oh, I think I just managed it in time this time. Yeah, still some tweaks needed with this craft. It's still quite unstable. Well, not unstable, but it's not as stable as it could be. I wonder what if that engine, if I just turn that engine off. Still, what's happening there? Is it still? It looked like it was still just throwing some stuff out the front, which is weird. And let's get this thing turned around. Oh, yeah. I think this thing needs a few tweaks, but it is a lot of fun. Mainly just from the fact that it is a bit mad. I'm just trying to roll level there. It just wanted to but yeah, India and China, yeah, they had a bit of argy-bargy going on not that long ago. Oh, come on, something explode. I should. Eep! That was weird, yeah, it was a bit weird, the thing about China and India, because it's like they're not allowed guns in that little neutral zone there, so everybody's like, okay, how about a club with some nails through it? That's like, I suppose if you don't have guns, yeah, may as well. I'm going to destroy something. I'm determined to destroy something with this thing now. Oh, for goodness sake. Ah, right. Come here. Come here. Oh, come on, I've got to be able to destroy this thing. Kamikaze, run! Nope, not even that did it. It's still going. I think. Thanks for that. Thanks for that, Ollie. Oh, and missiles. I did look at those, but they're sidewinders, so that's more air-to-air thing. I think with it being 220 odd parts, I don't think we'll get involved in any actual combat with that. I think we'll move up. We'll take a look at your other craft later in the stream, and we'll get that into some combat, because that looks quite a nice craft. I should start giving people some definite answers here. What is the temperature here? 17 degrees. 17 degrees Celsius. I don't know. I think it's like, I'm not sure what's going on with the pressure or humidity or what have you, because it feels so warm at the moment. Who else shall we go for? Who's here? Tom. Tom, is Tom about? Still no answer. Unless I miss. Please tell me if Tom is actually there and I'm missing his comments, because the comment section can be really buggy at times. What else? I really need to have a clean through of this folder. Titan RT. There was one craft I meant to have a look at of his. I think it sent it to me a little while ago. This was the craft that was in the thumbnail. BE-89 Talon. This apparently is an upgrade from his old BE-72 using a similar similar wing concept, but with a very different body. It's basically, it looks a lot like my my Cyclones, but I think it's very much Titan's own take on this. So I'll just get this going. It's pretty cool outside, but as I said, this damn computer behaves a lot like a heater at the moment. I might put open another one of the windows a crack. Get a bit more ventilation going on in here. That should be a little bit better. Right, so yes, the BE-89, let's get this thing going. It has, it's got the 4 engines, it's got two of the Saturns, 2 of the Tigers, just for a little bit of extra oomph. Brakes off, let's go. Yeah, not short on power. Oh my god. Let's get it going supersonic. And then it just flips around. That is, I mean, it loses a hell of a lot of speed in the turn, but yeah, that's what a large wing area and a well-balanced aircraft can do for you boys and girls. As I said, loses so much speed in the turn, but that is just obscene. And I mean, you can't do something like a Cobra maneuver because it's too stable, but if you can turn like that, do you really need to? Okay, I want to get this into a fight. Unhittable craft. Yes, yes. Weston Harris. Yeah, I hear you. Diamond God. What about unhittable craft glitches? Yeah, you said about that. Said about that in the comment to the fighter subscriber vid earlier. What gives with that? What's the secret? Let's get you a little further away from there. Let's plop you down there. Spawn another one. I'm going to need some more fluids at this rate. BE-89, there we go. And let's get Rowena Kerman in this time. We don't normally see a lot of Rowena. Ah, now we've got sodding crows outside. Glitch with counter things and velocity. Ah. As I said in the comments section, you have piqued my interest, so feel free to tell me more. I'll just stick Rowena down there. As for the craft we'll be putting it up against, last time Leggedlack sent me some fighters, his own improved version of my, well, his improved version of my own craft, and he sent me an improved version this time of all 4 of my main craft. I mean, it's in the rules. If you talk about the fighter subscriber rules, well, obviously they don't count here because this is just us arsing about. But Yeah, fighter subscriber rules. There's things in there which mean if I decide you're taking the mick, then yeah, I can just say no, we're not having that. Let's take a look at the Cyclone F3. Ooh, or do we go straight for the Tempest? No, I wanna take a look at the Tempest separately. In fact, it might be better to go for the Clubtail. Got a couple of Clubtails out here. Valentina Kerman. Not improved, just finished. Swing you round. You vaguely lined up, yeah. And spawn another one. Went well past it. And we'll get Shawnee Kerman. Shawnee Kerman doesn't get much of a look in these things, so we'll let him come out and play. Just swing you around. Oop, too far. There we go. You vaguely lined up. Oh, is that craft rotation? Sorry, I thought we had a craft rotation bug. No, it's just the angle, the camera angle there. Get rid of vessel mover, vessel switcher. Yeah, let's quick save it and then start fighting. So big changes I've noticed here are, well, first of all they've got Saturn engines on them, which for a craft this light just makes them look a bit ridiculous. You've got the engine pre-coolers. Notice you've got the slight dihedra on the wings there. I think some of the wing surfaces might have been moved about. We've got a lot more countermeasures going on. Missiles have been reorganised. Let's go back to the Talons. I do want to take a closer look at how these perform in combat. Effortlessly round. The computer suddenly, everything became very stuttery there, very pausey, for want of a better word, or indeed something that is a word. Jebediah set to launch 2 missiles at the target, didn't manage to get 2 away. Coming in thick and fast from the Clubtails at the moment, though. Doesn't look like anything harm has been done. Jebediah not really pulling hard around. I'm not sure if there's a G limit that needs to be configured on here or something. Oh, the other Talon just got wiped out. Okay, Jebediah. Save me, Jebediah, you're my only hope. Oh, that was very close. That was even closer. Jebediah keeps on flying. Valentina now coming in with the guns. Look at those flares. I think that was friendly fire. What's happened here? It looks like there was a missile firing bug. That looked like there was some kind of missile firing bug there with the sidewinders. Because it looked like one of the sidewinders was trying to go off, was trying to fire away. But it was just stuck to the bottom of the craft. So, congratulations Titan RT. I suppose we have to call the BE-89 the winner of that one. Let's just grab this craft. Oh, you've messed... What's... The shortcut isn't working anymore. Toggle mode. Gear up. In fact, probably best if we don't have it on wet mode. Chortle. So that was weird. Let's come around. I'm just going to fire off the AMRAAMs. Okay. Okay, those two fire off okay. Yeah, I think they're getting a bit caught on the underside of the body. Huh. Weird. All right, let's take a look at something else. Let's just load up the blank save. Oh, is it? Yeah, bit of a problem there. So next week we can see the improved version. What should we look at now? Frederick, who I believe is Apex on the Discord, I think, possibly. Don't quote me on that. Has sent me the G62 Oslo light fighter. I haven't taken this up for a test spin yet, but it's all AMRAAM armament, 4 Vulcans, 2 Saturns. Yeah, looking good. I do like this sort of quite squished together design. I mean, it's sort of a no-nonsense kind of thing. There's a service bay there. Oh yeah, so sometimes I do that with my own craft. I think the Dragonflies, I used to do that with my craft. The Dragonflies have got a little service bay on there which you can use, which I put ammunition and stuff in. But yeah, let's go take a look at this. This is the adjusted version. Frederick sent it to me, said, "Can you? I forgot to put countermeasures on. Can you put countermeasures on it, please?" So I have. Let's go take this up for a test run. Knock something over. Bit of Yeah. Not too stable on spawning, but it survived. Okay, let's see how this thing performs. Ah, it's not the two. It's not Saturn engines, is it? It's Panthers. Ah, detachable landing. Detachable landing trolley. I don't know why I keep getting these things. I'm not. I supposed. I thought I'd turn them off. That kind of notification. Interesting bit of stability there. I think it's almost. I think it could almost do with having the centre of lift moved a bit further away from the centre of mass. But nonetheless, let's revert flight to spaceplane hangar, because there's another one I want to take a look at. So Legalak, the other thing you sent me was the Tempest, and I think I'll put the Tempest into a fight against the Oslo. Am I missing it? Tempest F1. Oh yes, the T6 Texan. Did anyone send me any prop craft to fight against the T6 Texan? I don't really like the Clubtails, to be honest. Fair enough. Ooh. That's quite a nice craft. Like sent this to me, said sort of vaguely inspired by the Cyclones. So it's still a delta-winged craft with canards and all that stuff, but ooh, I do like the look of that one. Again, that slight dihedral on the wings. Let's take this for a bit of a test run. The essence of the Cyclone, yeah. I can see what you've done there. Well, talking of things I found out recently. Actually, does that work as a segue? Have I been talking about things I found out recently? Never mind. My wife has never watched Top Gun. What have I hit? Toggle mode also deactivates the engines. Huh. Minor teething troubles here, folks. Oh, but okay, that's got some. Yeah. I think the BE-89 earlier was sort of a good example of a heavy fighter. This of a very manoeuvrable heavy fighter. This is more of a very manoeuvrable light fighter. Oh, I'm liking this. Oh, it's got something different. M230s. The old chain guns. Yeah, I remember there's a discussion about this on the Discord. They could actually be much better than the Vulcans, depending on how you use them. Yeah, we're getting this into a fight. I need to send my mini fighter thing on the Discord server. Yeah, I did promise last time we'd try and find an opponent for the T6 Texan, but I haven't received anything, despite some enthusiasm from some people about creating a prop craft to fight it. Jebediah will go along with Bill. Well, I mean, before my wife met me, she hadn't seen Star Wars or Lord of the Rings. What am I doing? Tempest. And yeah, we'll grab Rowena Kerbal. You knew you forgot something. I'm not sure. Oh, you mean the prop craft? Let's pea shooter. Nice. What should I put this up against? Let's stick this up against the Oslo. Valentina. I forgot to send my biplane. Got it in Discord. Yeah, I received that. So we'll take a look at that in a second. I still don't know how to turn off those notifications. I've tried doing what you're supposed to do to turn off those notifications, but it hasn't worked. I think a little bit of a turning bug on that craft. Easily sorted. And Shawnee Kerman back here. Swing you around. Get you vaguely lined up. Just so it looks pretty neat. Yeah, you're turning quite badly. Sent you pointing over there. Now I suspect, given that these are legged lax craft, they'd go without me having to turn the engines on first, but just to be on the safe side. Let's start the competition. And apart from the intended crashes, I don't think anything's gone wrong. The Tempests. Now, normally I think I'd put my money on the Tempests, but after that interesting little bit of self-harm inflicted by Lexcraft last fight, I think all bets are pretty much off. I don't think the Oslos managed to get anything away. They are just solely Sidewinder armed craft, and the Tempests. Valentina spinning out a bit there. Yeah, the centre of lift needs to be moved a bit further back. Valentina now, though, could get some missiles away. Oh! Shawnee Kerman taken out. Valentina, though, now sending in the Sidewinders from a pretty ideal range. One of the Tempests taken out. Can she bring those missiles to bear on the other Tempest? No, I don't think so. The other Tempest trying to get onto her tail. The chain gun lights up. Rowena Kerman. Now, this thing you can pull a Cobra maneuver in. Unfortunately, it's like an extended Cobra maneuver in all 3 axes, and it doesn't go so well. Valentina Kerman almost pulled that thing back from the brink, but no, the Tempests did take it in the end. Just when Valentina was coming in there, just spamming those Sidewinders. Like, for a second there, I thought we were in for a real upset, but all worked out in the end. Listen, aircraft files in one of the channels in the server, or DM. You can DM me in the Discord. That's fine. Let's just go back and load my blank save then. There we go. Good to see you, brother. Hello, Cameron. How are you? Good to see you as well. What do we have here? Who haven't we looked at yet? Tom, I'm not sure. Is Tom here? I did have a mini announcement to make, but which involved him. Nothing special, but I might just do it on the Discord if he's not around. Let's look at one of his craft, though, because I've got a couple. I mean, Tom always makes sure I have plenty of his craft. Sorry if you can hear the wind, by the way. That started picking up. Frederick Skyam, is the Panther trash, or did I have too much mass as the Tempest accelerated way faster? The Panthers, Frederick, good to see you. I think a couple of things. Actually, let's just take a look at the Oslo. Just if you can settle the bet first of all, Frederick. Are you Apex on the Discord? Let's take a look at. I mean, it's 11 point for a craft this size. I wouldn't have expected that to be. I wouldn't have expected that to be 11 tons. I mean, you don't have that much. Is that both sides though? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, maybe take that down to 200 a side. Is any more fuel carried anywhere else? Yeah, and the Panthers. I mean, the Panthers aren't bad. For your glad to be here. One of the better parts of my Saturdays. Glad to hear it, Cameron. Thank you very much. Yes, you are. Good stuff. That Sidewinder kill was amazing. Just Valentina just bearing down on both the Tempests. Yeah, as I said, it just the Panthers aren't terrible, but it almost turned, it just flipped too easily. I think maybe the centre of lift a little further behind the centre of mass. Let me try something. Let's just try something very simple. Are they pointing straight? No, they're not pointing straight. Start to get a bit of that centre of lift behind that centre of, bit more centre of lift behind that centre of mass. Reduce the fuel load down to 200. This is the adjusted version I've done, where I put the countermeasures on. Let's just go take a quick look at that and see what happens. Yeah, Panther's gained an upper hand above 6 kilometers, but none of the dogfights are going to take place over 6 kilometers. I mean, it's not a bad craft. The Panthers aren't a terrible engine. But I mean, just generally for dogfighting purposes like this, yeah, the Saturns are much better. Let's see what happens when we try and turn this. Yeah, I mean, it's not turning quite as hard, but it's not flipping out. It's only when the speed gets really low that I can do that. I mean, it's not quite as manoeuvrable, but you won't get that spinning out problem, or at least not to the same degree that you got. I'm getting it here because the speed's dropping too low, and then the force from the vectoring on the Panthers sort of takes over. You know, there is such a thing as too little stability. I mean, that's not bad for a turning circle for a craft. It's not loose. I think maybe I've adjusted it so that the centre of lift is a bit too far behind the centre of mass. Is a little, well, I've taken it a little further back than I could have done. But yeah, not a bad craft. Needs another iteration, and then I think you're onto something good, because that was a joy to watch. Just as I said, just Valentina Kerman just coming in, firing off those sidewinders. I'm going to keep that version, and then if we get time at the end, I'll see how these improved versions, how well my own tweaked version does. What was I going to do earlier? Tom's craft. Tom always sends me a ton of craft, so this week I have picked out 2. We'll take a look at the TR38 Boxer a little bit later. For the moment, we'll have a look at the TR32 Apex. Sorry, that was a bit of a weird noise. Interesting. Comes with plenty of ammunition. If you're going to send me something for this Guys, you don't need to... If it's just for this, I won't bother with too much ammunition, because infinite ammo is on anyway. You just really need the one box. But if it's for just... I think that's more ammunition than you'd need anyway, generally. 6 boxes of the stuff, but... We'll run with it. It is sleek. It is just sleek as anything, isn't it? Let's go take this for a test drive. Being slow to load at the moment. I'm not sure what's causing that. Let's just check what we've got in the old Discord. No, that's not. There we go. So just messing about with the action groups to see what Tom had bound his toggle mode on the engines to. Okay, nice. Very high thrust to weight ratio. Oh my word! The roll is squirrely. I think that's the sort of thing the AI will absolutely love. But I mean, the roll inactive. Is it just? Let's take the roll off on these. I'm barely touching this. I'm having to do it really slowly, otherwise. Oh my! Okay, bit of super maneuverability going on there. Let's take roll off on here. Let's put roll onto here. And let's get the authority limiter well down. Jesus, that just took like 500 meters per second of velocity just clean off like that. Okay, this is going to be interesting to fight. Revert flight to launch. As I say, that squirreliness in the roll is just something that it makes the craft very difficult to control when you're controlling it manually, but it's the sort of thing the AI kind of gets on very well with. Look on Discraft Showcase. What about that little thing? Maybe in the future. Oh, that looks interesting. Spoiler. Sorry, let's look at... if we could see some side-on shots of that, that would be beautiful. Diamond, if we could. Yeah, let's get this into a fight. Jebediah and Bill once again, and we'll spawn another one of those TR. You got his head shoved through his ass. Where are we? TR32 Apex. And once again, we'll Rowena Kerman will be his wingman. I'm getting lots of wind noises and it's causing the door to bang, but it's actually quite nice. It's quite nice and cool. I'm just thinking, screw the stream quality. I'll just be comfortable for this one. Okay. And to go up against it, Kerbal Combat has sent me a small collection, a threesome of fighters, which are meant to be paired with one another. For instance, we have the A32 Falk or Falker. It's two-manned craft. Oh, I don't know what I did there. Let's reset that. So it's two-manned craft and a drone, and apparently if you're doing it as a pair, either craft should be fine, but you should pair it with the drone. So that is what we are going to do. Yeah, stick you down there. So this, as I said, is the A32 Falk or Falker, I'm not quite sure. A simple single-engine light fighter. How much fuel is this carrying? I mean, 200. Oh no, just the 120 in the back there. Getting a little bit of wobble on there. See if we can get that under control. And whichever one of the two I choose, I'm supposed to pair it with a Valkyrie. That's the one at the top, isn't it? Yeah. And this should be a probe, so it doesn't really matter what I put there. You vaguely lined up? Yeah, I'll do. Get rid of vessel mover, switch teams, get everybody's engines turned on. I'll stick with these guys on the way up because I haven't taken these for a test flight. Actually, now that I've started the engines, let's re-quick save. I thought this had fallen backwards for a second, but no, that's just how it is. Oh, the Valkyrie gets straight off there. The Falk and the two Apexes taking off shortly afterwards, but yeah, this thing is light as hell. It's similar to something I've been thinking of doing, either as a video or maybe a subscriber thing, or maybe just combining the two, is doing a 6th generation fighter themed thing, which of course 6th generation, a lot of the emphasis is on having the ability, is about the ability of the fighter to control and coordinate a small team of drones that flies with the craft. Missiles raining in on those Apexes. Jebediah and Bill's craft breaking low, managing to avoid for the moment. Rowena Kerman seeming to be doing alright with it as well. That's going a little bit close. But no, she does manage to come out of it. Valentina Kerman has now managed to close the distance. Once again, Valentina Kerman laying down a lot of sidewinders. At this kind of the range where they're dangerous, that looks like it might do some damage. No, it just missed. A lot of flares on the Apexes. Oh, a burst of Vulcan fire from that Apex. How's the Valkyrie doing? Coming in with sidewinders selected. No, switched to Vulcans. Very, very high speed there. Obviously it can sustain that and actually turn. Loses. Oh my god, no, the The Falker has gone. Now it's just the Valkyrie. Sidewinder away. That could be dangerous. Oh, that is so very nearly the perfect Sidewinder kill. The Apex is trying to lay guns into this thing, but it is very quick and it is very manoeuvrable. Still has a fair collection of Sidewinders on it, and if it can loose one of those at this kind of range, it might be bad news for the other two. Gets scorched. Loses all but one of its Sidewinders in the process, and unless it can turn around quickly and bring guns to bear, I think it's out. Yeah, I think the Apexes have just got that lick of extra manoeuvrability. Squirming and squirreling, trying to shake off the Apexes, but I think it's not going to be too long. That missile coming very close. Strips it of the engine. And it's all over. Nice little craft there. Let's just take a quick look at what we've done here so far. Right. Let's see what else we have in the goodie bag. I'm just going to once again load a blank save and just proceed from there. Why not use Spectra? I'm sorry, I've lost you. Am I missing some context here? Where are we? Just going to lose the window for a second. Go back in there. Right. Ollie, you still about? So we have another craft sent to us from Ollie. I was just coming to that. We have the Tomahawk. Nice little craft. More of a heavy fighter, this one. 2 GAU 8s again. Has enough clearance on the ground to go with a dual tail, not a quad tail fin, top and bottom. Again, purely Sidewinder armed craft in terms of missiles. Another craft I want to take a look at is the another one from Titan RT. This is the K40 Alpha, which kind of reminds me of a sort of a fat version of my own Cyclones. Slightly droopy nose on it as well. But yeah, an interesting looking craft. What I'm going to do is I'm going to... I think the slightly less conventional one of those is the Tomahawk, so I just want to take that out for a quick test run. And then we'll throw it into some carnage. and then I think we will we'll have to get onto Weston's T6, because that's like a whole live stream overdue. Once again, I'm aiming for the 2-hour mark here, so looking to finish about 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock local time. It's about 45 minutes. Bouncing a bit, that settles down. What do we have here? Saturn, Saturn, Saturn. Triple Saturn engines, good stuff. Let's open those up all the way. Not wanting to take off. Oh, got a bit of a wobble. That is some seriously impressive shimmy there. But we are off. We are up. We're having some trouble turning. Is the engine gimballing on all the way? Flight angle 20 and 30. I might up the deploy authority there. Are you both on 30? Oh, it's got a lot of fuel on board. Let's take a quick look at the fuel loading of this craft, because I don't think it's going to I don't think it's going to come out too well if we just throw it in as it is into a dogfight. Where's the centre of mass, central lift? Centre of mass well in front of the central lift. Let's see what happens if we bring... How many fuel tanks do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We can probably just take that down to 40 on all of them. And these are... They've got symmetry in them. Symmetry enabled, so okay. Just double checking. Center of lift is now much closer to the center of mass. The plane should be a lot lighter. I'm just going to resave that as A for adjusted. So all I've done is just reduce the fuel load in every fuel tank. I haven't spent time working out where the balance point is when it's empty and trying to match that with the current loading. I've just reduced the fuel in all the things. I just remembered I need to finish my flying aircraft carrier. Flying aircraft carrier. Oh. Is that one of the ones where, you know, a craft can come up and dock? Or have you gone really ambitious and it's one where something comes in and actually lands? Because the former I'd like to see, and I think is vaguely feasible. The second I would love to see, but I don't think it's going to work. Okay. Brakes off. Oh, bit again, slight difficulties taking off. Still not the most manoeuvrable craft. What was it we were doing? Yes, up that to 30. Not the most manoeuvrable craft still, but I mean now I think it's passable. I think maybe you could do with some canards, maybe as far forward as here or just back here. But certainly a craft with some potential there. Let's revert that to launch. Let's stick that into a bit of a fight. Now it just comes in the bottom and docks. I would love to see someone try the one where you actually do have some sort of flying platform when a plane comes in to try to land, because it's not going to work, but it'll be glorious watching you try. Oh. I hit the wrong button. That was nearly very bad. Vessel manager not found. Sorry, weapon manager. Okay. Tom, hello. Yeah, a couple of canards on the front. I hope you don't mind. Actually, Ollie, yeah, I think I will. If this is, I just want to throw an adjusted version in here. Where's the actual canards? Let's see what we've got down here. Where does it look right? Where's the center of mass? I think mainly for aesthetic purposes, I'm just going to put it there. It's not going to have quite the same effect. But I just think it turns a little slowly to make it effective in combat, and I don't want it the whole thing to crash out of the sky within seconds. So I think that's going to get hit by the GAU-8, isn't it? Where can I put you? Where can I put you? There, like that. Works for me. Let's just get you on pitch exclusively, and one of these had its authority limiter down. Okay. Sorry for messing with your craft, Ollie, but I just wanted to make sure this thing had it in it to actually go toe to toe with one of the other craft. Make some minor adjustments. I'm trying to get more into sort of giving a bit of advice. I mean, stupid at work and stupid at not work. Except the challenge once I get home from South Dakota in a week or so. Yeah, I'm trying to make this sort of more of trying to make these live streams a bit more helpful and advicey than they have been, just than the whole throw them into a fight and watch the fireworks. Titan RT offset. Were you asking if I? Yeah, I could have done that quicker just by offsetting it. I don't know why I went through that. Why am I pressing the middle mouse button again? Maybe that was a bit of a long way round to do it, but I don't know. It just seemed like a more proper way to do it, if that makes sense. Oh, and I went back in there to put a sodding weapon manager on it, didn't I? And I've just reverted to the wrong thing as well. Thank you so much. I've learned so much from you. He doesn't do too bad for it. He's only 8! Blimey! Greetings from Seattle, Washington, USA. Right, what was I doing? We are going to take this back into the spaceplane hangar. That's what I was trying to do. And we were going to go to BD Armory, and we were going to find... Oh my god, I've still got the SM Armory stuff here, haven't I? That's going to make this tricky. Okay. Well, we'll just find a weapon manager, and now I've got to go and hunt through this for the... With all this extra stuff I've got... Yeah, just because I've got SM Armory installed, it's just I've just got so much stuff in the BD Armory window now. It's just, okay. So we got the adjusted Tomahawk. That's not bad for someone who's 8 years old. And you're welcome, Mark. Tom, whilst you're here, I did want to say. So far, Josh, who I think is still on deployment, and Tom have sent me some very generous tips. Very generous tips through PayPal. So I have combined them with a bit of leftover birthday money I had. And I have bought myself the packet and this thing that's inside the packet. So this is a brand new SSD for my computer. Means I can upgrade from... half a terabyte to a full terabyte, and yeah, so hopefully I can just, because at the moment I've got to the stage where I'm having to chop and change the games I'll get installed, but it means I should be able to have more games within easy reach, and hopefully I should be able to get more games going on the channel. So Josh, if you do watch this back at any point, thank you very much. And Tom, you're here. Thank you very much for those generous donations, which, as I said, I combined with a bit of leftover birthday money and bought myself as double my SSD capacity, so I can hopefully see some benefits to the channel because of that. Because I've got a ton of stuff on my Steam account, and that I haven't got installed. I keep thinking, oh, that might make a nice video. Oh, but if I install that, I'd have to uninstall something else, and that's something I want to keep installed, and that's going to be a pain. So hopefully, no more of that. So yes, thank you very much to everybody. Thank you very much to Josh and Tom for that. Let's set you up here, Jebediah Kerman. You will put you here. No, you're not going to rock too much. Spawn another vessel. Actually, what I'll do, I think I saved it all, but just in case, I'll go find the auto-saved ship, yep, so that I know it's exactly the same as the one I spawned. Go get Rowena Kerman. I'm still pissed because my PayPal doesn't work still. It's been a revision since you've announced the tips jar. Don't worry, I don't do this for the cash. It's all, tips are welcome. Leg of that you make a very very welcome contribution to the channel. So don't feel too bad about it. I keep doing that thing with the middle mouse button, and then if you wonder why it keeps flashing to map view, if I hold the middle mouse button and do something weird with the camera, the quickest way to reset that is just to go to map view, go back off of map view, everything's fine again. Spawn vessel. What was I going to put this up against? Oh, the K40. Titan RT's K40. I've gone, where are you there? Valentina Kerman. Let's turn you round. Get you vaguely lined up, plonk you down there. Spawn another one. Hello, Matrix! I've got to go just trying to record my plane versus 2 Cyclones and the AI system. Oh yeah, stupid with models from BDA. Sometimes the best contribution is not money. Very, very well said, Tom. Matrix, Poland is the best. I think we'll just leave that as comment. I'm assuming you are in Poland, so hello to everybody who's watching in Poland. I suspect, given we've only got 13 concurrent viewers, it's just the one person, but met some very nice people from Poland. Because of course, when we sort of middle last decade, when we had the when Poland joined the EU, and we had lots of people coming to Britain from there. Yeah, some very nice. Met some very nice people from that part of the world. Good vodka. Let's get all the engines turned on. Get rid of vessel mover. Quick save, just press F5 to quick save it. I keep thinking I've forgotten something. I don't think I have. I've quick saved it. We can come back to this point. Let's just start the competition. Both sets of craft, it looks like using the using two Saturn after. No, these are 2 Saturn afterburning engines, aren't they? The Tomahawks have got 3. We spent a little bit of time with the Tomahawks, so we'll just stick with the K40s, see how they do as they get up into position. Quickly check nobody's collided. No instances of sort of pre-flight romance going on. K40's quite manoeuvrable there. Yeah, look at those Tomahawks turn now. Okay, Tomahawks managed to get away a few sidewinders. A couple of sidewinders, what are they set up to? They are set up to 1 missile a target at the moment. Managed to easily dodge that onslaught from the that body from the K40s. Sends another missile in. How are the K40s armed? Do they have a mixture? I think they're both just sidewinder armed craft. And of course, as we close the distance. Oh, one of the Tomahawks has taken a hit. Jebediah's craft has taken a hit. Oh, and the other Tomahawk has taken a hit just as one of the K40s takes a hit as well. It's just a bunch of simultaneous kills there. Yeah, it's just as everybody starts to get into that perfect range for sidewinders. And just... explosions and destructions just start filling the sky. Jebediah Kerman, yeah, doesn't have oh, I think Sidewinder incoming. So the K40s are victorious, but not without taking a loss there. Okay, what was I about to do? I'm just going to lose the... Actually, what I'll do is I'll get the... my blank start save loading. And then, because we do have things I need to download quickly. Weston's Mini Fighter. Legged Lack. Let's get your... Where did... Oh, for goodness sake. Yeah, just open it in Chrome. Your P shooter, your Clubtail F3, and Weston's mini fighter, which is a zip file. Space plane hangar. Downloads, Clubtail F3, pea shooter. Let's just delete the old Clubtail F3, rename this one. And the pea shooter, and let's get the mini fighter in there. Let's bring up the live stream window. Okay. I did say to Weston we'd try and get some. We try and get a fight going with his T6 Texan. That's weird. You crime Fushi, hello. Ollie, UK is the best. Oh, we've got a bit of competition going in the chat. So thanks for that, Ollie. I think, as I said, I made a few adjustments to it, but yeah, it did start to do quite well. I think it was a bit of a luck of the draw towards the end of it, just with whose Sidewinder's actually connected. Yes, where was I? T6 Texan. Okay, so that's that one. Just the one Vulcan? Two topless women facing each other. We'll just leave that as I'll just leave that again. Once again, I'll just leave that as a comment. Weston, is this supposed to just have the one? Supposed to just have the one Vulcan, and then we'll look at the pea shooter. Thanks, you are very welcome, Ollie. You are very welcome. There's no sidewinders. There should be sidewinders. How many sidewinders did you originally put on? Well, I mean, it's supposed to. If we're going for a prop plane fight, I'm not sure how fitting sidewinders would be. Oh my word! Oh, you've even built up a little cockpit. Both craft are just armed with a single Vulcan. We are doing it like this. Take the workshop file. They should have multiple pylons of sidewinders. Yes. I was looking at it thinking. I was looking at the logo thing, thinking. Sort of, kinda. We shall settle it once and for all. Fair enough. It'll be funny to see a tiny craft versus a large. That is adorable. That is genuinely adorable. Oh, look at that. So I just spent yesterday was my nephew's first birthday. So spent the day going, oh look at the little, isn't he cute? Now just looking at that, it just the same flood of emotions washing over me. And my dad is Mark. Yeah, your dad did get in touch and say, well, he's your dad, so. I posted my menu fighter on the workshop. Could have sent that instead of the files. That tiny little thing is so cute. Yeah. It was funny yesterday, as I said, with the nephew, because he got some presents. Some of them which were toys that make noise, like a little disc-shaped thing with this kind of thick plasticky rim, and the middle bit has got little things inside that when you shake it, it makes noise. And I've never seen a 1-year-old so conflicted in my life. Just, I want to chew it, but if I shake it, it makes a fun noise. T6 Texan, let's get Valentina in this. Can you please tell me where we can get the propeller mods from? Guys, which pack are these propellers from? Because I think Fire Spitter. There's some in the Fire Spitter mod, but I think they are really buggy. The ones in the Fire Spitter. In the Fire Spitter pack. This is made to smack Josh around a bit, so Josh is here with us in spirit. I shook it with my mouth. Yeah, I think Fire Spitter. I think, are these at the Airplane Plus mod? Yeah. So I put those very close together, and then I realised they're really small models. So I think I'm going to need to space them out a bit more. Yeah, Airplane Plus is it's one of the mods in my default install at the moment. So yeah, Fire Spitter's a good mod to have, because there's lots of other mods that have it as a dependency, but the engines that come with Fire Spitter are still, I think they're still very buggy. There's some problems there that haven't been worked out. I think that might be true of some of the Airplane Plus engines as well. Oh, is it something else I'm thinking of? Because I remember when I built my oh, for goodness sake, there we go. When I built my C130, so my AC130, that had a lot of problem with the engines on that. I had to find a hacky way around it. If I was trying to fly it with the autopilot. Yeah, I think we can retract this little thing at the back if I remember the conversation from last week. Save it, and then we'll let everybody spin up. Quick save. Get rid of vessel mover. And let's no, we will put that down to 5,000. 6,000. Oh, we've had a problem with one of the pea shooters. reload. Yes, 1.9.1. I'm not sure what happened to one of the pea shooters there. So the Texans seem to take off all right. Pea shooters seem to be having a little bit more difficulty. I'll just keep an eye on these guys. This one's heading... Oh! What is happening? Tiny wheels. Okay, I'll just take them across to the tarmac. Tail thing may come back out. Yeah, oh yeah, so good for mods. It's just CCAN. Is 1.10 out yet? Have I missed that? Has this thing got a turning bug going on? I think it's all right. So you're currently at 90. You're currently at 90. Let's try this again. I think it was this one that was having difficulty. Nope, we're good. Yeah, you're right, it does. Oh, and then it retract. I see. Competition is starting already. The pea shooters turn around to try and close the distance. Rowena Kerman following in her wingman. The T6 Texans. I think definitely the heavier craft here, but I think the more powerful. Guns go flying. As I said, a single Vulcan on each craft. Rowena Kerman pulls hard around. Obviously a very light craft. Laying in gunfire. Oh! Gets a hit on one of the T6s. I don't think it was anything fatal. Valentina Kerman, though, might be in a bit of trouble. Parts shot off! The pea shooter's just this... It's just this cute, glorious viciousness. Stripping parts from the T6 Texans. I'm starting to think I should have let you have some sidewinders, Weston. Comes around, clinging desperately on, trying to salvage something. Rowena Kerman, she's lost interest. Oh no, I think she's coming around to try and do something. Jebediah Kerman, closing the distance. Switches to Vulcans. Oh, the Texan loses some more bits. And is finally destroyed. Ah, deadly, deadly cuteness. I'm sorry, I just want to have a go myself now. Oh. Yeah, these things can turn. Strafing one of the R&D centre. Okay, we've still got more craft to get through. I'll tell you what. If anyone has any more realistic prop craft that they want to send me, we might try and see if there's a slightly better matchup for Weston's craft there. But we still got a few to go. Let me just cross off what we've gone through here. We've done the Tomahawk, we've done the K40. I have 2 craft from my original list, so let's take a look at those. Seven to 1 thrust to weight. Yeah, judging by the takeoff, I think the T6 Texans were sort of more realistic. It's a realistic World War I craft with a 7 to 1 thrust to weight ratio, and a 20 millimeter minigun. So yes, 2 to go now from my original list, and I think we might have to call it there. My apologies, Weston. Once again, you're sort of getting the short end of the straw here. I do apologise. One of Tom's craft, the T-38 Boxer. Ooh. That noise again for you, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh. So Tom has described this as his, I think, was it your best craft to date? Yeah, just a little bit of unconventional element to it. Yeah, very nice. What's the other one we have not seen? Kerbal Combat and his A-20 Phalanx. Is this... I think this is a turret. Rigid attachment off on. Is that a turret or is that just... Yeah, I mean, it's got the hinge there. I'm just going to take this out onto the tarmac. Right, so if I just... Is there any way you can actually fix that in place? Disable engage options, enable engage options, blah 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 blah. No. If I can't fix it in place, it's not going to be a particularly fair fight for people. I tell you what, we might have to, looking at the time, we might have to bump that to next week. Limit its travel to 0. Okay. Auto strap rigid attachment off. So weapon group UI, rigid attachment on. Yaw and pitch range to 0. Oh yes. There we go. And I'll make this the A version. Yes, thank you. Sorry, I was just completely blind there. Rigid attachment off. I think that's as it was. So we've got the adjusted A version. Let's get that launched. Yeah, sorry, I don't know why I was completely blind to that to start with. But we'll stick these two in a fight together. Once again, apologies, Weston, because I'm bumping one of your craft to next week. It's not good. Okay, let's just double check. Yep, that's good. Move the vessel. Spawn another one. I've gone past it already, haven't I? That's because it's right near the top and I didn't need to really scroll down. And then let's spawn in a couple of the TR-38s. I'm not sure if you saw, Tom, but we did do your TR-32 earlier. I'm not sure if you were here for that. Computer getting very slow. You're not liking the heat, are you, baby? That was baby in the sort of sense of child, not as in a pet name for someone you're in a relationship with. I can't believe I'm giving context for that. Moving on. I have no changes were needed to the boxer. Not that I remember. Where are we? TR-38. Down, 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 down. Two toy soldiers. TR-38 boxer. Well, we haven't made any changes to the boxer. I haven't taken it up for a test flight, to be honest. So it looked like a vaguely conventional craft, and if things look like a vaguely conventional craft, I sort of think they're probably alright for me to throw them into combat without too much testing beforehand. But we'll have to see how justified I am with that in a second. You're saying stuff out of context with the straight face is my favourite thing about the stream. Thank you very much. Right, quick save. Let's get them going. So, triple Saturns there. Getting a little bit close to each other. What are these, dual Tigers? No, full-on Panthers. Have they been tweak scaled down or something? Maybe not, actually. Everything's looking good. Getting up to 8 kilometers. And we're off. Jebediah Kerman selects the AMRAAM. Doesn't manage to get one away though. That's odd. Both of the boxes breaking low. Should be able to avoid. I think there's only sidewinders on the other craft. Should be able to avoid at that range. That's getting a little close to the other boxer. That's gonna hurt. Jebediah Kerman. Are these craft just too small? Are they having problems getting a missile lock? How much damage did the other boxer take? Lost all of its engines, but it's still going. Oh, the other boxer just got taken out. I can't switch to it. Well, it sort of landed on the runway. What the hell happened there? I didn't get a good look at that kill. I'm not sure if it was just another Sidewinder kill, but yeah, these things got a bit of oomph behind them. Yeah, here they come. Both coming in to try and finish off the boxer, but Valentina Kerman just seems content to glide to the ground. Yeah, it's hard to shake the box. I can imagine with that wing area, it would be very hard to shake it if it got onto your tail. Unfortunately, the A20s weren't in a mood to let that happen. Does this thing still have its landing gear? Oh, it's lost electric charge. It's trying to go for the Armory. It didn't seem to want to launch its missiles, which was the thing that I found strange. I'm not sure if it's just because these things are so tiny, have such a small radar signature. Nailed it! Do these things have an ECM jammer? No. I mean, there's barely any wing parts on them. I'm not sure if they are just so small. Just have so small a radar signature that it's just difficult to lock on from range. But yeah, maybe we should have put it against some different craft. Because I don't think the boxers did actually get missiles away. What's the time? Coming up 5 past. We'll go a little bit longer. It was some major skill in the landing. We'll go a little bit longer. I just want to put the TR-38s up against something different. Just going to lose the window a second. Sorry guys, this is just going to take a second. I hope you've enjoyed the stream today, by the way, everybody. Oh, that reminds me. Has anyone ever played here? Anyone here ever played Ark Survival Evolved? You have. Yeah, it's an interesting game. I'm thinking, oh god, that game. I'm not melting today. I have breeze coming in the window, which is causing a little bit of noise and is causing the door to make a bit of noise as well, but I'm comfortable, so I'm not gonna change it. Those chicken little ones, get a million of them. It's quite fun, isn't it? Train him up. Best when played with other people. It is best when played with other people. But the problem when you're playing it on a server is it is something you've got no choice but to play every day. Yeah, Ollie has on the Xbox. Yeah, as I said, if you're playing on a proper server, you as I said, pretty much no chance but to play every day because you've got to feed your dinosaurs and that stuff. Which is why I split when I had it installed before I had to uninstall it to make space on my SSD. Not anymore though. It was just I split my time between a solo game that was just being run on the computer and one that I used to play on a server somewhere. What am I doing? Let's get. Legged Lack's new improved version of his new improved version of my Red Hawks. By the way, we hear zero background noise. Oh well, that's good. Oh, what the? Oh, that was the door slamming. What's my voice levels like? Get you vaguely lined up again. Anyway, the only reason I mentioned Ark Survival Evolved is it's just one of those things I just was toying with the idea of, now I've got the new SSD, was toying with the idea of doing a little bit of playing around with maybe not a maybe not like as a series, but maybe as a live stream or something. I can't move that out of the way. Red Hawk. It's up. Because I know my alphabet, don't I? Place the vessel, and I think maybe we can move you a bit further back, because these two did get a bit close during that last one. I'll just, as I said, normally these will have been sorted out by Legolex, so they do just take off when you click start competition, but just to be sure I've started the engines anyway. Right. Get rid of vessel mover. Start competition. Yeah, so maybe, because I will, now that the fighter subscriber preliminaries have finished, I'm thinking maybe mix the live streams up a little bit, or maybe just do a live stream of something, maybe mix the Saturday live streams up a bit, or maybe just do something in the week on Twitch that's a little bit different. And something to do with Ark Survival Evolved was one of the ideas I had. Around they come. Missiles away. Having to brake low to dodge. We're mostly interested in the Boxer here, I think. Jebediah and Valentina managing to get a pair of missiles away before braking. What do they set up? They're set up to do 2 a target. I think, did they manage? I think they did manage to get both their missiles away. Oh! One of the Red Hawk F3s has taken a hit already. Daffy Kerman still flying. Miraculously. Popping countermeasures, but I don't think she'll be able to make much of a contribution from there. Oh, and Richmore Kerman's craft has been taken out as well. I think Daffy Kerman's about to... Yeah, here comes a missile. And here comes another one. Nice. I was hoping we would get to see a bit more close combat, because as Tom was saying, this apparently is amazing once it gets up close quarters. I think, was it, what you said, you just cannot shake it from your tail, which I imagine would be the case with this much sort of horizontal wing area. But yeah, that will have to be where we end it. We'll be just shy of 2¼ hours. 10 concurrent viewers, 14 likes. Thank you very much for coming along, everybody. Whilst I'm here, quickly, what do we have in the old library? So yeah, Ark Survival Evolved, that's something I was thinking of reinstalling. Command and Conquer. Oh yeah, because the Command and Conquer Ultimate Edition is out, so I've been thinking maybe buying that when I get a bit of cash together and doing a Red Alert 2 something or other. Skyrim Special Edition, we're already doing something on that. Maybe a bit of Grand Theft Auto. Stop me if you see anything you think I should do some kind of series on. Western, could you go in really quick and open up my T6? I updated on the workshop. Did I get it from the workshop? I can't revert this, can I? Okay, well, we'll have to. I'll have to do this the long way round. Thank you very much, Titan RT. As I said, if anyone saw anything on that on my Steam list that they'd like to see me do something on a live stream or a playthrough or just a one-off video, then do let me know. Prison Architect. What's the other one? What's the other one I was thinking of? Yeah, Prison Architect, Parkitect. Let's go back in here. Thank you very much, guys. Just doing this for Western to see if I can get the plane working. For those of you who haven't already, there's details of stuff in the description, Discord, Twitter, tips jar, that kind of stuff. My Twitch, which is currently being completely unused, but I'm hoping next week to actually do something with it. As to what that is, I think as I discussed last time, I was considering doing sort of an RPG Wednesday, so when the same day this is the T6 Texan. Let's go. Workshop. Oh, that's the if it's the Texan 2? Oh no, the Texan 1. Yeah, because that's got the missiles on it. I am subscribed. It hasn't updated my craft. I'm assuming it will do that. I'm assuming it will do that once I go offline. Which one were you talking about, Titan RT? FTL. Some people like FTL. I've never completed it. It genuinely is a tricky one. As I said, I suspect once I go offline, it will update like that. Yeah, Titan. Which game was it you're thinking of? BeamMG. I'll add that to the list. So thanks very much, guys. We will have to call it there. 15 likes, thank you very much. That really will help things along with the channel. I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, I will. Yeah, BeamNG. I'll just took a look at that on Steam. It looks like an interesting game. I put it on the old list. I'll have to take. Might be one of the ones I take a look at once as I said, once I can afford to be a little frivolous with the old spending. BeamNG. You should try automation with it. You can design cars and export them. Huh. Yes, next Saturday we'll be back, I suspect, with more mailbag stuff, and I think after that, if I haven't done anything else with Twitch, I might see about varying it a little bit. Plenty of discussion about that in the on the Discord. So if you want to get involved with that and you haven't already, then link in the description. Collection of over 30 fighters on Steam, all good performance craft. Yeah, I got the link for that. But I downloaded. I saw your emails. I downloaded 2. I thought it sounded suitable, and yeah, they turned out to be very good. But anyway, yeah, I really must wrap it up there, guys. Thanks for coming along. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for your participation tonight. Really, really, really makes my Saturday, and I hope it's given you an enjoyable Saturday as well. I'd better go. A few things to take care of before I finish today. So yeah, thanks for coming along. And until next time, thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you next time.